High C is one thing, but hitting the top of the charts and doing it over and over again is a whole other story.
Having a #1 song is very important to the diva factor.
People are constantly talking about who has more #1 singles.
Well, Whitney has a whopping 11 #1 hits under her belt.
I think Whitney's a legend at this point.
Whitney holds the record for the most consecutive #1 songs by any artist in history, pulling off 7 in a row. Diana Ross had a dozen #1s with the Supremes and then grabbed 6 more once she went solo.
She had every hit with the Supremes and she left them and carried on having hits.
Cher is no stranger to the top of the charts, checking in with 4 #1s.
No matter how hard I try.
She was a diva, and then Believe happened. She was a diva.
Do you believe in life after love?
Cher waited a quarter of a century between #1s just to make sure we were still paying attention.
25 years to Cher between hits is like a minute to us. She's immortal, so it doesn't matter.
Though Aretha has only 2 #1 hits in her long career, the Queen of Soul has spent plenty of time in the top 10.
I'm stunned to hear that Aretha only had 2 #1s. I thought for sure she would have like 10 or 15.
Tina Turner spent time on the charts with Ike in the 60s and early 70s, but disappeared from the scene when she left him in 1976. Almost a decade later, Tina got her first and only #1 as a solo artist.
She went from straight something to straight nothing to straight up.
Tina Turner had this official comeback, and she sings about it, and what's love got to do with it? Turned out nothing for Tina.
The #1 chart-topping diva is the one and only Mariah Carey. Mariah scored 15 #1s in barely a decade, earning her a real diva honor. The woman with the most #1 songs in history.
But you gotta have the hits, and Mariah Carey's had 8 million hits.
She had so many that she even released a whole album called #1s.
So Mariah's a diva right there.
Don't forget the others: Celine, Gloria, Donna Summer, even Mary J., Destiny's Child, and Brandy. All have #1 smash hits to their credit, proving divas love to be on top.
We want our divas to have cat fights. We want them to get their claws out.
You know, for some reason, the world has always liked chicks who fight.
All the divas are having a really good time backstage. I just tripped Gloria on the way out.
Nice divas are, well, nice. But let's face it, it's the ones with attitude that the fans really love.
If I was going to go up against anybody, it wouldn't be Tina.
Tina Turner is the ultimate diva. This is bad.
Tina is not the only diva who knows how to hold her own.
Mariah and Whitney, of course, have had a competitive thing going on for a long time.
Everybody made such a controversial festival, making it like we were enemies. And I didn't even know Whitney.
Nice dress.
I think it might be kind of like an East Coast, West Coast thing between Mariah and Whitney.
You know what? What, baby? Fortunately, I come prepared for situations like this. Try it on me!
Let me tell you something, make no mistake, Whitney will not be messed with.
Don't think about it, don't think about it.
She beat a sailor down on the dock and leave him there for the fishes.
Some divas, like Miss Ross, will even mix it up with airport security guards.
Who was the hero who decided to go and feel up Diana Ross? Don't touch Miss Ross, hands off.
She threw a big scene, and that's what you expect from Diana. She should act like that.
Group finales are the best showcase for divas who have a little trouble working and playing well with others.
It's during the finale all-star numbers when you see the claws really coming out.
Ringing each other's names. This is my note.
The whole singing group thing makes me really tense.
Well, the thing about divas is it's the opposite of that whole idea of leaving your ego at the door. When you get to the door, you pick up more ego when you go in.
it's a snap, a wave, or a hip slap, if you're gonna be a diva, you gotta know how to use your hands.
Most divas don't play the guitar. They've got to do something with their hands while they're singing.
The hand gestures are everything. I mean, it's part and parcel of being a diva.
You can't be a diva without drama, so its hand gestures are very important to a diva.
It's diva sign language, and Mariah is a master.
Mariah's always doing these swoopy little hand gestures, like she's stroking a big kitten or something.
She's like magic dust, Mariah. It's all just, she's sprinkling it down, and it's kind of hypnotic.
To watch my mannerisms, like with the hand, I was like, what the hell am I doing with my hand?
Whitney has her twitchy, demented, pent-up hand gestures.
Whitney does this thing. Celine does kind of a John Wayne sort of thing.
People always talk about her hitting herself and pointing and stuff like that, but there's this kind of like thing that she does all the time.
Well, Celine's in good shape because she's got this silly gun thing that she does, like the OK Corral. No one's going to copy that.
I'm so part of the music. I'm with the feeling so much that I'm performing with my body too. So sometimes I'm like, oh, yeah, she's like, she really did something here. But it's like, it comes natural.
Spontaneous diva gesticulation. It may look like an accident, but don't be fooled. It takes years of study. These dynamic divas are all about the hair. Big hair, that is.
Divas perform on big stages, and so divas need big hair.
Big hair means a lot of sex going on.
You gotta go big. I mean, people gotta see you coming from a mile away.
Diana Ross's hair is amazing. I mean, it's just a massive afro gorgeousness.
How old is Diana Ross these days? She's like 108. She comes on with this huge, beautiful afro. She's like an 18-year-old.
When you talk about diva hair, it's all about Mariah Carey. I mean, the hair is constantly growing. She probably wakes up and it's like twice as big as it was when she went to bed.
There's a nest often going on there. I mean, you're watching two shows. You're watching Mariah, and then you watch Mariah's hair.
Short hair, long hair. It's fun. You gotta try different things.
I need people. I need short hair now. I need long hair. People. Hair people. They don't change their hair in a day. They change it between songs.
They can reinvent their hair constantly, like Cher. I mean, I can barely keep up, and I am flying over her house every night trying to see what she is doing.
I'm gonna dark hair, the next minute platinum blonde, you know, and she can get away with it.
My whole world hinges on Cher's next due. I don't care about Middle East, Civil War, whatever war is going on. I don't care. I care about what her hair looks like.
You're doing it for your audience, and I think that's what all these divas do and use their hair to do, is really get to that last person in the back row of this huge auditorium. And you've got to love them for that.